Where are you? Where are you? Stand right by yourself like a gentleman. Where are you?
We're 3.
Huh?
3.
Number 1, spirit
Spirit of death.
Number 2. Number 2.
Anti-marriage.
Number 3.
I give him anger.
Speak out.
Anger.
Okay. Number 1.
Death.
How are you operating?
5 times he missed. 5 good times he missed.
He missed what?
Death 5 times.
5 times.
1.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to burn him in the house.
Uh-huh.
He was cooking while he's from church. And then I made him to go into deep sleep.
And what happened?
He was awakened by the police where they were breaking the windows. The house was black as if there was no light, full of smoke. They thought he was committing suicide. 2, he was by the traffic lights. A truck came. It spilled over. Immediately, he went away. He bypassed the robots. The truck fell on another car. It was supposed to fall in his car. 3, thieves came. He fought them. They were supposed to stab him in the heart, but they just teared off the shirt. They were supposed to tear the heart off. 4, he was beat by his dog.
He was beaten by?
His dog. It was supposed to kill him.
The dog was supposed to kill him?
Yes. The dog is a killer.
The dog is a killer?
Yes.
Has it killed before?
Yes, the dog has killed 2 thieves.
2 thieves?
Yes.
At his house?
Yes. 5.
You mean it killed people, they died?
Right on the spot.
On the spot?
Yes.
2 people died?
Yes.
Who were thieves?
Yes.
Now it was his turn.
It was his turn.
To be killed by the dog?
His own dog.
5.
He was supposed to die yesterday, 5 p.m. It was his appointed time.
What happened?
He disappointed me. The car spilled over. The lane came to his lane. Hit the car in front of him. The car spilled over. Came back to him. Hit him. His car didn't move. He was supposed to die. The stupid fool died because he didn't kill this one.
The one who was supposed to kill this one died on the spot.
Died on the spot.
Because he failed to kill this one.
He failed to kill
so
this
you
one.
people were angry.
We were very angry,
and
disappointed.
And you killed him.
We killed him.
Now tell me, all these 5 times you've been failing. Why have you been failing to kill him by car, kill him through the dog, kill him by the knife?
Actually, we blame you. We blame you.
Why do you blame me?
We blame you because every time, even yesterday when the car was coming, immediately you came in between the cars. His car's bonnet, the stupid car's bonnet, then you stood between. We couldn't kill him. By the house, immediately while the police broke the windows, you wake him up. You were shouting at him, "You stupid boy, why can't you wake up?" Then he woke up. He didn't see the window, he didn't see the door, he didn't see the key to unlock the door. Luckily, they removed the butler. He was supposed to die. Yes.
When he was bitten by the dog?
When he was bitten by the dog, luckily again, he had his living stick in the pocket. The dog bit him, and then it changed to play with him again. It was supposed to be an angry dog to kill its owner.
Okay.
One of a kind.
But now because of the living sticker, the anger was changed.
The anger was changed. The dog became jolly. And he played with his owner.
Now, tell me, what is in that sticker that has been saving this boy? And what is in my life that has been saving this boy?
This boy is your true son. That's the problem. The boy, he sleeps, it's you. You wake him up, you are his alarm. Every time he prays, he never stops, including your name. That's why the love of God and your love, in fact, you are supposed to love these people. Leave him alone, he's ours. Stay away from him, he's ours. We are very angry at you right now. Right now as we speak. They are preparing an executive role. The youngest executive in this country. They are preparing a role as we speak. He doesn't know because they are frustrating him right now at work. But senior management are preparing executive role. I'm talking about board.
But he does not know.
He does not know.
How come all this?
It's because of you. It's because of his humility. It's because of his character. 3.
So these are the things that are working for him.
They are working for him.
You told me that you're anti-marriage.
And I hate him. In fact, he's building a big house. It's a double-story in Block 10. I sent a truck, hit the wall, the screen wall, hit the double-story at the back there. So he's back to square one. The car is damaged. The guy who damaged the car is already dead. Back to square one.
So you are the one who took him back to square one?
I'm taking him to square one.
What else?
In his pocket.
What else are you?
We are actually, the anti-marriage is not only affecting him, affecting his whole entire family.
What is anti-marriage doing in the entire family?
Yes, 6 sisters.
6 sisters?
Yes. Baby, no father. Baby, no marriage. Baby, no father. Baby, no marriage. Baby, no father. Me. Now, he's very, very, very afraid of the marriage. You talk about marriage to him, he becomes your enemy.
When you talk about marriage?
You talk about marriage.
You are the one who's causing him to fear marriage.
I'm the one. Because I don't want him to marry. I want him to stay
single
for the rest of his life.
You don't want him to get married.
I want him to get
Who are you to him, by the way?
Me. We are the spirits that have been affecting. We are the spirits that were introduced by his grandparents. Yes.
So you've been in the family for many years.
For many years. I've killed a lot of people in his family.
Count them.
I killed his mom, his dad, 3 brothers, his 2 cousins last month. It was his time now.
He was supposed to die.
He was supposed to die.
He was saved by God.
He was saved by God. But we are preparing something. He will not resist this time.
Okay. Now, tell me, what is in this place that does not allow you people to operate in this boy?
The light.
Speak out.
The light.
The light.
The light.
Okay. So your turn is up. You are leaving him.
We can't.
You can't do what?
We can't leave. He has to die. His mission is over. Actually, in fact, he was supposed to die while he was 3 years old. He had leprosy. His mom gave him to another woman to take care of him because the mother was traumatized by the disease all over the body. That was the time when he was supposed to die. Yes.
Okay, you are dying, you demon.
I can't.
Fire! All over your boat. You can't take. This is much more than what you can bear. Fire!
Wait. I'm preparing something.
What?
The second death. This one is the last death. He's supposed to go to Kenya this Tuesday.
He's supposed to go where?
Kenya.
Kenya?
Yes.
This Tuesday?
This Tuesday.
So you are appointed with death in Kenya?
I'm appointing death in Kenya.
So you want him to die there?
They're supposed to shoot her there. So you shoot him there. Yes. Right next to the hotel. They will shoot him. If they miss, I will kill them. If they miss, I will kill them.
Okay. He's going to Kenya for what?
Job.
It will be concerning the job?
Yes.
Okay. You are leaving. You demon. All over your boat. Are you a fighter? Leave him. Just leave him. All over your boat. All over your boat. Come, your back.
Deliverance.
The grace of God is sufficient for the church. Amen. Good morning, church.
Good morning.
My name is Israel. I'm with my sister Julia and my brother Buitumelo. I'm here to give confirmation of the deliverance that occurred on Sunday last week. People of God, you never know that you have demons or evil spirits until you are delivered. I never thought I had evil spirits up until last week Sunday.
So every time as an usher, when you saw people being delivered, you say, look at this demon here.
Yes.
But you never thought that the same thing or even worse is operating in your life?
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue.
Everything that has been said on the clip, people of God, is nothing but the truth. If I take you back to my life as a kid, I was told by my sisters that at the age of 3, my mom gave me to another lady because I had an uncommon disease. I had leprosy all over the body. So they couldn't take care of me at home because it was uncommon to them. They didn't know how to handle my situation. So I was given to this lady. And I never knew how I got healed of that. By the grace of God, I got healed and I grew up. When I was doing Form 4, I was attacked by migraine. And this migraine, people of God, it was very uncommon also. When it attacks me, usually people who are suffering from migraine, when they get the attack, it's just a blackout. But with me, my whole head will swell up. The veins in my head will begin to swell up, and it will be very noticeable. To an extent that I was hospitalized while still studying. I missed most of my lessons during Form 4. I spent most of my time at the hospital. But I managed to write my exams. Even at Form 5, I spent most of my time at the hospital. Even the teachers were saying I'm left behind, and I didn't have notes. I remember in mathematics, in biology, in physics, I never had notes. But I opted to write even without those notes. But they were advising me to postpone it, to write in the next year. But looking at the fact that my peers were writing, I decided to write. And by the grace of God, I managed to pass. I got my star in biology, star in chemistry, star in maths, star in physics. Yes, I managed to pass good people on my Form 5. Then I managed to go to tertiary and as well did well at my tertiary. Again, while I was at tertiary, the migraine started again. Now it came with full force. I would just fall while walking, and then I would black out to not see anything, as if I'm drunk. My head still swelling. And my sisters, they took me to a hospital. I was referred to one of the South African hospitals where I were to be operated on the head. By the grace of God, the time I was supposed to be taken for operations, my brother here was already attending church here. So one Sunday, I woke up in the morning, decided to come to church. He never told me anything. He never said we should go to church for healing. The demon also said it wanted to kill me 5 times. Of the 5 incidents that occurred, only one incident that I believe it was meant for death. It's for the house. It was on Sunday. I was just arriving from church. Then usually I don't cook on Sunday. I stay alone, so I don't cook on Sunday. But I decided to cook that day. I just lit the stove and then put some seshabo there. So I went to bed. I don't know how it happened, but I just went into a very deep sleep. I didn't know what happened, but the next thing I remember, I could hear the voice of my prophet saying, "Wake up, wake up." That's how he was calling me. Then I woke up. When I woke up, but my lights were on.
Okay, now tell me, this time around, where were you? Were you at home?
I was at home.
Was the prophet there physically?
No, sir.
But you said, what happened for you to wake up?
I heard a voice.
Okay.
A voice of my prophet. It woke me up. And then when I woke up, it was dark in the house. I couldn't see the door. I couldn't see the lock. But I could hear my neighbors shouting outside. Then I just crawled because the smoke was too much. I couldn't breathe. I crawled to the door until I got the door. I got the lock. Then I managed to unlock and got out. But the stove was still on. Fortunately, by the grace of God, somebody managed to get in and then they switched off the stove. The one for the truck, I didn't know there was a demon behind it. I thought it was normal challenges that people would go through, accidents. Because this truck came, we were on the traffic lights. And then I looked by the rear window, the rear mirror. I could see that this truck was not going to stop, but the traffic lights were red. I just risked my life of just passing the robot because I could see that the oncoming truck was not going to stop. Immediately after I passed, the truck fell on top of the car that was behind me, and the guy was declared dead. It also spoke about the thieves. I was from my sister's house from Broadest, just getting into my house. I was attacked by 5 guys. So by the look of eyes, I just underestimated them because they wanted to take my bag. Then I fought with them. We fought until they tied my hands back. And then one of them just pulled off the knife. So the moment he pulled off the knife, I waited for it on my heart because I saw it coming. So I closed my eyes to wait for the knife to hit me. The next thing I had was just my shirt being teared off. I don't know how it happened, but then they ran away. They took my bags and ran away.
And you realized that was mysterious. It was not normal.
Yes, it was not normal.
Because he was supposed to stab you.
Yes, there was only a scratch in my chest and in my hand because I managed to pull off the knife from one of them, and then they ran away.
Okay. And
the last accident was Saturday of the Sunday that I got my deliverance. The accident, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable, people of God. I was just on my way home. And then there was an oncoming traffic. It's a 2-lane, so there's a big pavement in between here. The Corolla just jumped in our lane. There was a car that was in front of me. So this car, it was moving at a faster speed. So it hit the Corolla and then went to the trench. The Corolla turned and came back to me. On my left, there was a big truck, so I couldn't run to my left. On my right, it was the faster lane. So had I opted to move away from the Corolla, I was going to do the same thing that the Corolla did, jump into another lane. So I decided to hold my car. I held it. It refused to stop, people of God. I tried to stop it, but the speed was not high speed. I was going at around 100. So I managed to reduce it. By the time the truck came, I think I was going at around 40. So that Corolla hit me, and then it turned back again. The car stood next to me. But I was just, I don't know if I was shocked or what, because I stood in the car for like 30 minutes, just thinking. My worry was, I had promised some people that I would pass by on Sunday to pick them to church. So my worry was, now the car is wrecked. I'm not going to go with this car. And the people that I told that I would pick them, I always give them excuses. I was worried what I'm going to say to them. I just stood in the car for 30 minutes, 10 to 30 minutes. So people thought I was dead because people were taking photos, some asking what happened, is he okay? Some thought I was trapped in until I just opened the door and then got out, stood there and waited for the police. So I didn't know what happened to other people. But on Monday, when you go to the police on Monday, the police that was handling our case, he told us that one of the people who were involved in the car accident, actually who caused the car accident, died. And then there was the other one on the car that was in front of me. There was an old lady inside the car. She also lost her life. So the deliverance happened on Sunday. When I heard this on Monday, I then realized that this was nothing but the love of God, and it was indeed directed to me.
And the evil spirit said that the prophet came, stood at the bonnet of your car. Did you see any prophet there?
I never had a vision, say, I always have dreams. But I don't know if it was a dream or a vision. I could see you in front of the car, And I was asking myself what was happening. Immediately, I remembered that, you know what, this is what people talk about at church. People saying they've seen the man of God, they've seen the Spirit of God rescuing them at their...
Okay, was this during the accident?
During the accident, as the Corolla was coming towards me, I could see you in between the cars. Immediately, the picture vanished.
The evil spirit continued to say that it had set a trap for you. You're supposed to go to Kenya and you're going to die there.
Yes, people of God. On the Friday that I was coming to church, my superiors, they called me. They told me I had to leave to Kenya on Friday. It was urgent. They needed someone to train their accountants there. So I'm on Monday when I got to office. They called me again just to show you people that this purely was from God. On Monday, they called, just early in the morning, they called me and told me, Mr. Israel, we think going to Kenya is a bit dangerous and risky, looking at the political situation in Kenya. Many people have lost their lives.
This is now days. After your deliverance? After
my deliverance.
Okay, I want you to repeat that. You said after you were delivered,
yes,
when you got at work, what did your superior say?
Yes, after I was delivered on Sunday, on Monday when I got to work, because I had a challenge of convincing them now to say I need to postpone this. But then early in the morning they called me. They told me, Mr. Israel, we think you should postpone or cancel the trip to Kenya, looking at the current political situation that is happening there. A lot of people have lost their lives, and we can't risk having you to go there. Rather, we would expect them to come here for you.
And you saw the hand of God now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, going by what went through in your life, what is it that you have learned out of all your experiences?
People of God, I've learned that if you, looking at my situation, if you stay true to God, He will stay true to you and He will protect you. Because all these incidents when they occurred, I never thought they were demon motivated up until the demon manifested. And even though the demon manifested, I'm still alive by the grace of God.
Your word of encouragement to the church?
My word of encouragement, I'll repeat my words, people of God. If you stay true to God, He will stay true to you. Because usually I hardly pray for myself. When I pray for the church, I pray for my Father in the Lord. And that I heard the demon saying it helped me.
Saying that was your strength?
That was my strength, yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
Brought to you by Gospel of God's Grace Ministries, bringing hope to the hopeless. The grace of God is sufficient for you.